Welcome to the TPO Flight of Month for March 2009. This month we're going to make Tony's Isonychia Nymph. For the hook, we're going to use a Tiemco 2312 and the bead is a 7/64. The hook size is a size 12. We're going to use Simon medium flat lead for the underbody to help weight the fly down. So if you look, I'm bringing the lead up the hook. It's about 8 wraps does the trick here. Alright, for the thread, I'm going to use UTC 70 in brown. Now, I'm going to wrap over the lead really loosely first, because this lead's really soft because there's nothing mixed with it. So if you do make a couple tight wraps, the lead's going to disperse and it's going to be a mess. Alright, for the tails, we're going to use embroidery floss in brown. So here we go. I'm going to tie in my middle tail like that. If you look, there it is going down the middle of the fly. Right now, before I tie in the other 2 tails, because this fly does have 3 tails, I'm going to take a small bit of dubbing. Going to make a slight ball of it here, the rear of the fly. Very small amount. Just enough to separate the tails. So I'm going to wrap that in. Going to hold that other tail in place. Now, I have my middle tail. Now I'm going to tie in one tail on that side, then I'm going to double it over, as you see, and tie the tail on the other side. Alright. Now, come out the fly. Now I'm going to put everything in. I'm going to put my ribbing in, I'm going to put the stripe in, and for the gills we're going to use ostrich herl. So here I'm going to use black small wire. Alright. Now I'm going to tie in brown ostrich herl. It's going to be the gills. The gills are a very prominent feature on a Isonychia Nymph, I think. So we're going to use that. And also the stripe on the back. There we go. I'm going to use Unithread 3/0 for the white stripe. Shows up really well. Alright, so if you look, I have my tails, I have the stripe, I have the gills, everything's ready. Now I'm going to take my dubbing. This is just brown hare's ear mixed with at least 5 different colors of ice dubbing. It's the magic mix. Alright, so here we go. I'm going to dub the thread. Now we don't want to make this fly body too thick. So, I'm going to dub the thread, not too much, right? I'm going to dub the body. Now, I'm going to watch the body very closely as I do this because I don't want to make a very thick body. These nymphs have a real slim profile, so our imitations should have the same thing. So there we go. I dubbed all the way up to the front. Now I'm going to go about 2/3 up the hook shank with the dubbing, so that looks about right. Now I'm going to take my ostrich herl first. I'm going to wrap it around. We're trying to get this done in 10 minutes because YouTube only gives us a 10-minute window. So there we go. There's my ostrich herl. Alright, now I'm going to take my black wire rib. Going to rib the fly. About 1/8 of an inch spacing. So there we go. So there's my ribbing. I'm going to cut that. Now if you look, there's my gills. Now if you look, there's one thing. We can't lay down that white thread on the top. So I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut the top. Make it flat. So see now where it's flat on the top? Now I'm going to take the white stripe. I'm going to lay that down the back. So there's my white stripe. Alright, now for the wing case on this fly, we're going to advance the stripe back. For the wing case on this fly, very simple. I'm just going to use natural modeled thin skin for the wing case. I'm going to tie it in. Shiny side down. So I'm going to look, I'm going to check, make sure the... Okay. Now, I'm going to dub the thorax here. Same dubbing that I used for the abdomen of the fly. It's going to have a good proportion here. Okay, wrap that. Take a little more dubbing here. Twist it on the thread. So, here we go. Check out the profile. You can put your wing case back over just to check. If you look, we need a little more dubbing because it's obvious that the thorax is not prominent as compared to the abdomen of the fly, so we're gonna there you go. Alright, now that's pretty good. Alright, so we're nearing completion of the fly. The wing case is in, the thorax is dubbed, and now we're going to add the legs. So I'm going to flip the fly over, going to tie one set of legs, and for the legs we're just going to use hen. Nothing too crazy, just a brown hen saddle. Tie one batch in there. Now I'm going to pick the legs off from the other side. Tie those in. Okay. Clip the butt ends. Okay. Now I'm going to pull the wing case over. Get the stripe out of the way. Pull the wing case over. Lift that up. Trim that as close as I can get. Pull on the wing case material. It stretches a little bit. Okay, a couple thread wraps there. Now I'm going to pull the stripe over the back. Okay. Clip the thread. Now we're just going to dub a little bit right behind the bead. It helps finish the fly, in my opinion here. So there we go. Just a little bit there. Okay. Now let's glue the thread. Okay. Okay. I whip finish the fly. Now, for the tails, we're not done yet. The big secret for these tails is I'm going to use Loctite gel. So I'm going to grab a tail. I have my Loctite gel here. Okay. I'm going to put a small amount on each tail, each of the three tails. I'm going to pull on them slightly so that they freeze in place like that, because this glue cures really, really fast. Alright, so there's my three tails, very prominent. Just let them cure here for a second here. Pull it tight. There we go. Alright, now, get my scissors out. All we're going to do is just trim the tails. And there it is. So you get those realistic tails there. Snip off some of these guard hairs from the hairs you're dubbing. And there it is, Tony's Isonychia Nymph. Looks like it's going to crawl right out of the vise and on your line. Alright guys, have fun with this one. This is a major league fish catcher. Good luck.